Hi guys, it's Chrissie with Chrissie's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for, well actually it's a bonus read for Jungkook and his new beginning for the new year. And I wanted to do this bonus read because I haven't done Jungkook for a long time, and everybody likes to see that in the K-pop fans that I have for tarot reading, and I really like to hit on his energy because he's kind of fun to be picking up on here. Okay, so we have some cards here. I'm not going to take the ones that are not flipping up. Okay, so something may have been kind of hostile that he went through here, which I kind of feel like it might have been that scare about a baby, and I picked that up last time, but I feel like now this is something that's in the past. I feel like he's coming to a caring connection that is coming in for him. We have 6, 7, 8. I guess we have 8, 5, and 3. So that's something that's been mastered here with the hostility, this action and resolution that he's already been through. I feel with the 5 here, that is a change in his stability, maybe really affected him, mind, body, and soul, with this conflict that he maybe went through, but now is coming into a caring connection. Now he's going to decide whether there's greener grass outside the gate, or if he's going to stay and water his own damn grass and pour into his own connection instead of always looking to what might be out there. And I feel like he's going to have this kind of wham bam kind of out of the park kind of feeling towards somebody here. Oh no, we have some deceit here. So he's going to have to be careful when he reflects on something, has some type of assessment. He may gain some knowledge or even spiritual knowledge that may come in for him that's going to tell him about what this deceit might be. And it might be just that if you go outside the gate, you may be putting yourself at risk, okay, of having some deceit happen, okay? And with 7, that is that reflection and knowledge that he might be getting about possibly what he's done in the past when it came to caring connections and how these turn into a hostile type of relationships, okay? So he's really going to have to ponder on his relationships and what he wants to do here. Yeah, there's a woman holding a coin here. So this may be somebody that is quite equal to whatever type of income that he may have already. She may have some money of her own, or she may be in seek of somebody's money through deceit. So take it however it resonates here. This might be somebody that is an attachment that may be a little harder to get out of or away from. With the 5 there, that's that change, that instability, that conflict. So there may be somebody coming back around here. 6 is restoration, cooperation, and harmony. So this may be somebody that helps rebuild this deceit that he maybe have gone through in the past when it came to going outside the garden gate and always going for the greener grass on the other side. And it may be something that he learns about staying in his own, on his own property and pouring into whoever his caring connection is, and stop the deceit of always looking for the greener grass to come. And I don't mean settling. I mean finding the one, finding that person and deciding, okay, this is a caring, genuine connection. I don't feel any deceit when it comes to this person. I have no reason to go outside my garden gate and look for greener grass. Anytime I've done that in the past, I've always run into some type of hostile energy, and I'm looking for that caring connection. So let's see what changes he has coming in here with this 5 here and attachment. It may be something, yeah, he may not be working right now. He may be on a break, and he may be reflecting on these past things that have always come back up to bite him in the ass. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, yeah, I knew this was going to come up. Yeah, he did make a bad judgment call, something that didn't work out here, okay? Had to do with somebody claiming they had a child, somebody that said they were a third party here. But he's over that hurt here. He's over that betrayal, that deceit here. And I feel that really comes in with this deceit here. He's getting over that. He may have gone outside the garden gate. He made a bad judgment call when it came to a caring connection, and whatever hostile thing didn't work out. Okay, so he's going to be just fine. I feel like he has a lot of people around him that help him when it comes to getting into trouble with other hostile people. Yeah. This woman holding a coin may have felt put out in the cold or is experiencing some type of hardship here. So that might be why she is trying to lure this in here. Yeah. With the Hangman in reverse, this is somebody that needs to repeat a lesson, or they're very selfish, or they feel powerless. Now this may be all in their imagination because this is Neptune energy, and which is a pull in your imagination. So these may be things that are running through his mind that he keeps repeating over and over and over in his mind. He may have felt really selfish for doing this, and even powerless, that there was nothing he could do about whatever these accusations were, or that he could do anything about it. Because a child, I mean, especially if you're a masculine, there's nothing you can really do about a child if you are not the one that is carrying it. So you may not want the child, but the woman might. And because this was a lie, I feel like he's going to be very cautious when it comes to any caring connection, and not wanting to repeat these lessons. Yeah, you see with the Knight of Wands, usually he come up like this, and that was that in and out, here for a good time, not a long time. And I feel like he learned such an important lesson here that there's no way in hell he's going to go back to that stepping out of the gate, going to the greener pastures out there. I think he learned something very valuable here. Yeah, he has no passion for that anymore. And he may be looking for something that is new, or this was a new person that did this to him. This Ace of Wands here in reverse, I feel like it was a lack of direction when it came to this person here. Could have been some confusion here too. Although I don't see the Seven of Cups out here, I still feel like this Ace of Wands is kind of feeling delayed, like nothing he can do about it, like such not knowing what to do about this person. And this was maybe a new person that really hurt him. Maybe he really felt this was something. Yeah, he's healing that, or he's healed it. He's isolated himself, and may have even really done that inner work here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so he may not have been aware that this person was going to do this. It may have totally felt like he couldn't get rid of this person if they had his child. This was somebody he would be attached to forever, and that really got to him. That really spoke to him. And because this is in reverse, there is no child, okay? Possibly lost the child, or there never was one. It was a lie because of the deceit here. I feel like it was a lie just because they may have known his background, that he looks for that greener grass all the time, or did in the past, okay? but he's really definitely healed this, and I feel like he is not going to go down that road again. I feel like he's much more aware, and I feel like he maybe didn't realize how much of an impact this would affect on his life by having that type of behavior. So why is this Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? Yeah, there's no more confusion about these hostile energies. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, there's clarity here, an ending of an illusion. He is no longer gonna have to fight for his freedom or fight to get out of something here. He had a bad judgment call, there's no doubt about it, but I feel like he learned such an important lesson with this, because this was an unwelcomed change. This was unbalanced. This was not fair to him, and I feel like he really took it personally. He really put it on himself of just how much of a bad judgment call that was and what he saw there. Yeah, he really felt unable to do anything about this. Really felt out in the cold, or knew this was going to hit his finances hard by having this child that he wasn't in love with this person. Yeah, it was just, this person may have been a third party here. He may have been attached with somebody, and this may be where the deceit comes in. It could be that this person, I kind of feel more like it was this person that deceived him by juggling him. There may have been someone else that got this person pregnant, or this person said this child was Jungkook's when it was not. It was someone else's because they were juggling. Okay, so you know his story probably better than I do. I'm just here reading the cards and the energy. Yeah, this was something that was totally unfair, unjust, unbalanced, and it was unwelcomed. And this Five of Cups here in reverse, I feel like it was more of still being able to move forward, even though it was something that was unfair here. Still able to keep going. There was some type of change here, an acceptance of why he may have gone through this. What's this Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles? What's the Five of Pentacles, Spirit? Yeah. This would have affected what he was most passionate about, okay? And that could have been his creativity, his family, impacting his family life, his progress, what he initiated. And it wasn't going to just affect him. And I feel like that is where he really has some passion. When it comes to a family, it has to be of his choosing. He wants to have that passion with that person and have that connection, that caring connection. And I feel like this really hit hard on his passionate side. What really would have hit home the hardest, and that would have been a family. And that was not something I feel he was ready for. He really felt not useless, but unable to do anything about it. Nothing he could have done. What is this Hangman in reverse? Somebody's going to be repeating a lesson here. And I don't know if it's going to be Jungkook, because with the Seven of Swords in reverse, wow, okay. So somebody got caught. There was a confession here. I feel like this is where his friends came in and helped him out here, because he may not have had the right perception about this person at first. This hostility here. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I feel like that's more or less saying, look, you know, you're caught. You might as well confess. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Knight of Wands in reverse 2 times here. This is Spirit saying, I meant what I said about being in this type of energy. when you're in this, you're superficial. This person may have been superficial. Jungkook himself may have been being in that greener grass, superficial type, I'm the man. This may have been a quite the ego hit here when it came to this. And that's not what this means, but this could be something that I'm feeling here. I feel like it really did hit his ego, even though it's not here saying so. But with the Knight of Wands, they were both being superficial, I feel. They both may have been cheating with each other on other people. It could have been Jungkook doing that, or it could have been the other person, or they were both had relationships and they came together and cheated together. But I feel like they were both being superficial with each other, that one wanted something that the other did not, and one wanted something that the other did not. Okay, so if that makes sense, Jungkook didn't want a baby, and this other person wanted his money. So, you know what? It was both two different reasons why they came together. And I feel like Jungkook maybe thought it was just a in and out type of thing, and when this person came back about a baby, that changed everything. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, I mean, that there was no direction, there was delays, you know, and the passion, his passion died there, because this hit something that he was very passionate about, remember, and felt like he couldn't do a darn thing about it. Yeah, there was regret here. There was major regret. I can't go back and change the past. What's done is done, and I felt like he really took this hard, because he really didn't want a baby with this person. This was not somebody he loved. This was just a hookup. What's this Six of Cups? Yeah, there was no happy memory here. But he is getting out of this Three of Swords lack of a teammate here. I feel like he's maybe lonely, wanting someone new here. Somebody that isn't going to try to drain his pentacles, because I feel like that was totally unfair with the Justice cards above that. And this really did hurt him, and he did come out of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. He did move forward and accepted this change, or how this might affect his life. But he really did feel caught off guard and unfair, that it was totally unfair. He may have isolated to deal with this, but this is all stuff in the past here. So why are we still here? He needs to know he's a badass again, and that he's free. That he's free of all of this, that this is just the past, and that he needs to keep moving forward. Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so he may feel stuck in the past. He may be resisting change here. May not want things to change when it comes to some type of friendship, possibly. This could have been somebody he knew, maybe just a scare. But there's deceit here, so this was deliberate, I feel. So, and maybe this was Spirit trying to say, quit going outside the fence and going to the greener grass, because if you keep doing that, this is what's going to happen. And next time it may happen, it may not just be a scare. So I feel like Spirit really wants him to hone in on those caring connections and change what needed to change here. With the Five is all about change and conflict and instability. So when it comes to the caring connections, something has to change. Something was not right here. But I'm going to clean this up, and we're going to do the now, because I'm tired of seeing this all in the chain. We already know this happened. This was all in the past. So we're going to get rid of these two decks here, and I'm going to pull some more cards here to see what is going on now. We're going to do the love cards for now for Jungkook. What's going on now? I'm going to take that back. What is going on now for Jungkook in the present energy? That was all that happened last year, 2022, and now we want to look at 2023. What's coming in? Receiving what you want, progress, arriving, moving on, closure of issues. And I feel like this is all done here. This past here is done. He's dealt with it. It's over. He's looking towards something new, to meeting and conversing with somebody here. Okay, so this mask, not showing his true feelings. He may hold back more, I feel. Maybe hide things and maybe not be so forthcoming when it comes to other people. Maybe out of his friend group, of course, his friends and his colleagues, he may have other people in his life or his energy that he is not so willing to show his true feelings towards. Yeah. He may not be wanting to show his true feelings towards somebody that he may have separated with in the past. And I don't feel it's to do with this deceit here. I feel like maybe it does. It may be the woman that he may have cheated on that scared him with this other energy he went with that was trying to deceive him. It may have been the girl he was with when that happened. When he stepped out, the girl he cheated on with is history. But the woman that he was with when he cheated may be the person that he's missing this separation from. This wanted to have a real care connection with this person. Yeah, having healthy choices. And I feel like he knew that this woman was a healthy choice, but this attachment woman was not. And he may feel like he messed that up with this person. He may be trying to talk with friends about this. He may be happily single, loving in the moment, or living in the moment, having fun. And just being with his friends, not so much with anyone that, well, he might be trying to connect with this caring connection. Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling, but I have been fasting to do my readings. Yeah, this person may not feel, frustrated in this relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage. Now, he may be worried that that he's going to get duped or have something happen here. Yeah, he's worried about a karmic relationship. He may feel triggered or resentment because of some lessons he went through. But yeah, he's missing this person from the past. This person. I don't feel that was the person that deceived him. He may have deceived her. Yeah, healing heart. They may heal each other if they can get back together. And they're looking at freeing themselves from any other toxic relationships that are not of their higher vibration. Yeah, there is somebody he likes, and somebody might like him, which is great because I feel like he will get rid of whatever attachments that are no longer for his highest and greatest good. Let's get some more tarot cards on this, and I'm just going to go over top of what I have here already. What will he be receiving? Something's arriving. He's moving on and closing issues. Why is the boat here? Why is the boat for Jungkook? He's going to use his intuition. I feel like he may, after all of this, and he's done his introspect, and he's healed his heart, and he's seen what his behavior is that he needs to change. No more going outside the gate. And this might be true for his friends as well because of his experience that he went through. I feel like his friends and colleagues may have learned something too when it came to all of this. I feel like they really did help him see the light. that this person was deceiving him. But this woman holding a coin here, she might be the real deal. Yeah, she's unhappy and maybe losing money here at this point, or has had some type of financial loss. Now, I could be picking up on someone else here that did this deceiving here, but this is a meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. But somebody might be going through something. This may be his friend here with this woman holding a coin. They may be he may be trying to tell this person his true feelings, but maybe not quite right away. And there may be some healing that needs to be done here. Where this person's kind of coming up that may be unapproachable, or he may feel that may be why he's hiding his feelings. I feel like he has healed, but maybe this other person has not. With the Four of Swords in reverse, I mean, they may just be trying to recover from something, you know, just exhausted, trying to recover. Maybe kind of got their guard up because of what's happened in the past. Yeah, she may have been codependent, and maybe that is something that she still needs to heal. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse here, I kind of feel like whoever this person was with next, I feel like they were kind of vicious and reckless and aggressive to this Queen of Cups. You know, she's sad, she's upset. The Queen of Cups in reverse, I mean, she's usually the sweetheart. She may be being manipulated, or maybe too immature to see. But this person maybe was aggressive, and they needed to be more patient. Maybe that was Jungkook. Maybe he was being too aggressive with his energy and needed to pull back, be more patient. Something caused that separation, and I feel like it was that other woman. Yeah. And Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this person may be going through something here with this separation. It may have been a separation with someone else that was mistreating her. She may need to get her self-esteem, that self-love. Nine of Pentacles is usually somebody that is my single card. So usually they are single, self-sufficient, and now this person is just trying to cope with something here that they maybe went through in this separation. May have been even abuse, maybe verbal or mental abuse. This person might be, if this is not Jungkook, this may be his person that is trying to choose healthy choices here. Making healthy choices in love and in life, having that self-love. And that's so awesome that it's coming up. Even though they felt like, I kind of feel more like, okay, so she may have been codependent, okay? And she may have really relied on this person that she separated from. But she's learning self-love here. And that could have been the lesson she needed to learn before she could come together with Jungkook. And the same with him. He needed to learn some lessons too. I kind of feel like whoever this is, yeah, this has to do with love. Healthy choices in love. And I feel like that may be for both of them. Yeah, she's coming out as the Empress now. Look at that when it comes to love. She's learned something. Yeah, there's a victory here. She's going to get what she needs. That public recognition could be just a victory in all aspects of her life of having that self-love. She gets it now. You got to have self-love before you can love anyone else. And if you don't love yourself and you have past issues, you need to heal those before you can move forward, or you're going to have to keep doing that lesson. And if you're refusing to learn the lessons, and you're in denial that you're not going to do the work, there will be no growth. And you will forever be in that stagnant and feeling like nothing's going in your favor. You got to have faith that once you take the time to go over all those things that happened to you in your past, or that you did to others, or they did to you, it's not about who did what to who. It's about what was your part in this, okay? Because there's always two sides. It's not just one person. And it's never just one person. You have to have two to tango, okay? Two to do the dance, okay? And if somebody's fumbling their steps all the time and can't get it together, there's something they need to do in order to change something, to have this progression, this going forward, this change that is going to be in the better. And having that fear of not wanting to go over those things is just an illusion. What are you afraid of? Learn your lessons. Figure it out. Do what you need to do to understand you. If you don't even know who you are, get to know yourself. Be alone. Be in that hermit energy. Figure it out. Who are you? What's your best self? What do you want in your life? You really need to do the hard questions. Talk with your friends. Maybe you do. Girl talk. Yeah. Getting that cooperation and that, you know, the teammates, the team players, your friends. You're going to talk with your friends. Maybe you realize that whatever you were going through, yeah, there was no love there. It was not enough. It was frustration, self-sabotage, jealousy, ego issues. Whatever it was karmic. And it triggered the hell out of you. But that is where the lessons lie. Whatever was triggering you is what you yourself need to work on. If you're getting jealous because of somebody, there's too many cards there, Spirit. If you're getting jealous, or something was triggering you to think that your person was stepping out on you, those are issues you need to heal. Okay? Within yourself. That person obviously doesn't deserve you if that is what they're doing. And if it's just all an imagination and in your head, that is something you need to heal. Go and talk with somebody. Get the professional help you need. There's nothing wrong with talking to a counselor or even a psychiatrist, because there may be things going on there that is PTSD, or whatever trauma, emotional trauma that you may have gone through. Maybe you were unloved as a child. What's this karmic relationship here? Yeah, somebody's regretting something here. Resenting. There's still lessons here. Letting go and loving you. And this person didn't treat you well. There was no love there. So with the strength, I kind of feel in reverse, they just may have had that lacking mindset, that fear and self-doubt. This is about trying to be brave. And with Leo energy here, and it's being in reverse, it's all about not being brave. It's about having that fear taking over. It's about having those self-doubts. And that may have been what this woman went through. Once she realized her self-love, she realized that whatever she was in, and she may regret getting into this relationship with this person because they may have been very controlling. There was no love there. And at first, maybe when they talked to this person, they were all you know, that love bombing and telling you exactly what it you wanted to hear. And then you realize, no, they don't really love you, and you regret getting together with this person. Maybe they brought out a lot of fear and doubt and made you feel less than. So let's see what the camera is. What's the camera for Jungkook and his person? What is going on with Jungkook and his person? What is this camera here? This is about reminiscing and keepsakes. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this person was playing mind games, gossiping. They were kind of like, all talk, no action. Just a piece of work. Okay? And no knowledge, no ideas, no nothing. Just all about negativity. 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 Okay, and so there's perception, learning from the past. So they may come into someone else's energy here from the past, or it could be a new person, and they're learning to read people better, I feel. Like, they can see the signs. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever they went through here, maybe they see it again happening, and it's like, yeah, no, not gonna happen. Dude, like, bitch, please, okay? Like, really, seriously. It's like, what are you doing? And you see it. You see the mind games. You see the deception. You've healed your heart. You're healing it. You're not going to let this happen again. Yeah. Somebody wants them to have no hope. And wow, this is like crazy. What's this healing heart here? They're just somebody. They're really trying to hit on your self-esteem. They may be jealous that you have your heart. Yeah, you're walking away from that. You're healing your heart. So I kind of feel like this could have been Jungkook, but I kind of feel like more it's his person, this Empress coming out here. She may have been codependent, and that was something she learned. She realized this. She got the victory. She passed the test. She did the self-care. She realized the self-love that she needed for herself when it comes to other people and what they can and cannot do. You do have free will here. You have a voice to say one way or another. And just because somebody likes you does not mean that you have to be with that person. They may have different values than you. You need to be true to yourself and say, okay, this person really, there's this, and this that and there's certain things I just can't live with. If you don't believe in what I do, then I can't be with you. If you don't like what I'm doing in my life, and you're going to try to control that, or I need to have some type of say in my life in order for you to be in my life. You're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. It has to be a togetherness. This has to be, if there are two people here, it's not just one person anymore. There's another person to think about. Okay? And I feel like, yeah, somebody's going to come out of that. This woman, I feel, is coming out. As soon as she leaves this person, her finances are going to get way better again. And I feel like she does like Jungkook. This may be somebody from his past that he hurt. But once she learns these lessons, this is awesome, because I feel like she's learning them now. She's already at this point where she's walking away from them. This is the energy I felt for Sagittarius season. Everybody was closing out all of this stuff when it came to the past. Everyone that was no longer good for them, they were getting rid of. And this is where these two had to be in order to come together. They had to have that self-love for themselves. They had to see what their behaviors needed to change in order for them to get on the right path and get that direction again, have that way of coming together again. Wow, this is pretty powerful. And I like this for Jungkook because it's showing progression. Okay, so we kind of looked at Jungkook here of what happened with him. We knew that happened. We knew he got over it. And we knew things were going to change for him. Now we're seeing with his person what she went through, how she's come to know that self-love, in order to get that victory, she needed to make better choices and love on herself. I mean, how can you not get that from that? About loving on herself, understanding what she needed, and that self-love, self-care, and being happier within herself by being true to herself of what she really wanted. So I really do feel that that was a main lesson for her, and it could have very well been a lesson for Jungkook on how he treated people and better choices for himself by loving on himself first and understanding that although he may be in a place of power because of his career, doesn't mean that he should be jumping the gate every time he's in a relationship to see what else is greener out there. That he should be staying home and watering his own damn grass. And for all those out there that like to see what the next best thing is, I mean, that may be your lesson. I mean, really, hurting other people like that has consequences. And some of those consequences could end up where they end up having something like a baby that you really didn't want to have with a certain somebody. You wanted to have that baby with the love of your life, not just a random hookup. So there's definitely lessons here for both parties here. But now I want to see, wow, this is 40. This is a long reading, but this is something that I want to pick up on for Jungkook because we have had all this deceit and all these troubles that he's had in the past. So let's have a look here and see what might be going on in the future for Jungkook and his person. They've learned the lesson, Spirit. Can you tell me what is coming in for them now? When will they meet? What is going to happen here? Let's see. We have isolation. Yeah, that's that self-love, okay? There was a lesson in vanity, and maybe that was for Jungkook because of his choice in power, that he was powerful because of what he did. Maybe he was a little vain and kind of went out and did something he shouldn't have. Okay, we all know that. Take a breath. So, and I feel like that's what he's doing, and he's having to forgive himself as well for having that behavior. I mean, he is not alone when it comes to people of power. It's hard not to lose yourself when you get that powerful position. You become somebody that you normally are not. And unfortunately, a lot of us get lost in that and forget who they are. And you know what? Not everybody does. There are a lot of people that know who they are. They accept who they are. And anyone that feels that they're better than anyone else is not awake. That's just vanity. So, and a God complex, if they feel like they can do better than God. I mean, seriously. Come on, give your head a shake. Like, that just, yeah, you really need an ego breakdown if that is the case. What else is coming for them here? So there was isolation, vanity was addressed. Oh, wow. Yeah, that, I feel like that victim mentality may have been there, but there's an acceptance now. I feel like they know they're not the victim. They may have felt it at the time, especially Jungkook with a child looming in the background that might or might not be 222 on my clock right now. And he may have very well felt like a victim, but he's had the time to think about things with the thinking card, about his soulmate, which I feel is that woman with the coin who is coming out of financial difficulty as soon as she learns her lesson with the person she was with. And that was that self-love. Yeah, see, didn't I just say self-love? And self-worth comes out. Like, thank you, Spirit, for clarifying that and addressing that as I was saying it. So definitely about self-worth. It's so funny that Spirit comes out like that. I love Spirit. He is funny. They are funny. Fork in the road. Okay, so there may be some trials and tribulations that may come forward to see if Jungkook really learned a lesson here or if he's going to revert back to what he was doing before. Same with his girl. We have soulmate again. Wow. Okay, soulmates, wow. So he may have more than one person around him that is a soulmate, but there's only one that really stirs his passion, okay? And it's going to be the person that has and knows their self-worth, knows who they are, knows what they're capable of, and isn't going to forget who they are. And some people do, despondents. They may be so wrapped up in their own world, they're not thinking of anyone else. And that might be where that power struggle comes in, where they feel they're all that, and it's like, get over yourself. You know, and I'm sure that's what Spirit is saying, is like, get over yourself. That's just vanity. Okay? And being vain isn't going to help your situation. Yeah, there'll be rejection. Now, he's going to have to reject somebody here, or somebody will be rejecting him. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, well, somebody's observing and still pushing forward, regardless of any rejection. So I feel, though, whatever soul, there's two soulmates here, okay? There's soulmates and there's soulmate. So there's more than one here. And one will have to be rejected so he can pursue the other one. And he's going to observe who he's really passionate about, who is no longer a victim, who's accepted their self-worth, who is knowing which direction to go in, who isn't going to ignore the signs or anyone else in their life. They're not going to be so wrapped up in themselves that they're not going to see. Yeah, serendipity. Oh, I love it. How awesome. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for Jungkook. Things are really coming together for him. Things are going, he's going to have some choices here. He's going to isolate and get over that vanity, and realize that maybe why he was always stepping outside the gate, to see the greener pastures. And I mean, like I said, he's not the only one that will ever have that happen to them. Anyone that's in that position of power, some people get lost in themselves and some people don't. They find a direction. They're no longer a victim of their own circumstances, okay? But he will have to make a choice here when it comes to two or more soulmates here. Because there's soulmates and a soulmate, he's going to have to find the one that really speaks to him. And this may be somebody from his past that he already knows, because he's going to observe them, okay? And he's going to keep going forward regardless. Whether this person will take him back or not, that also could mean that this person that he has passion for could reject him. So that might be running through his head as well. So, but anyways, please like, share, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. You know, I love all of you for all the likes, shares, and subscriptions that you've already done for me. Welcome to all the new people in our tribe that like our vibe. I mean, come on, man. If you want to be a divine oracle and join our tribe, you have to subscribe. So, and you know, I love it. I love doing this to help people understand what some of the lessons may be, and to maybe take a different outlook on lessons themselves. Sure, we're here to suffer, but if you can understand that these are all life lessons that we're all meant to learn in order to progress and move forward, maybe you won't look at those lessons as being so detrimental to your heart and your soul. You'll look at them differently. And some of these lessons are meant to really hit you hard, so you learn. And that is why we suffer. If we don't have it having some type of huge impact on us, we're not going to change, right? So anyways, I could keep going on and on and on. So, but this is why I really love giving you the messages from Spirit, and for your people that you really enjoy watching for, like Jungkook and the K-pop fans. And I'll be doing one for celebrity I'm not sure which celebrity yet. Might be Keanu Reeves. I'm not sure. A lot of people like to hear about him as well. So, but in any case, we will see you next time. Y'all take care. You know I love you. All right. Later.